I don't see anything that even resembles a phone jack.
Well, without a jack, the phone cord we have is useless.
I know. No jack, no email SOS.
Let's see. You have your laptop. Will you be needing paper and pen as well? Or do you prefer pencil? I know that everything has to be just so for you artistic types. How can I write a real-life account of the murders when I don't understand them myself? Well, that's why we're here, Kev. Marcia will fill you in on all the details, and what she can't give you, I will.
Oh, this is sick. I'm not going to stand here and listen while you relive the last moments of those poor people's lives.
Would you prefer we focus on your last moments?
No.
I didn't think so. Marcia? Chapter 1, page 1.
Where to begin? Once upon a time, in a place not too far away, Jasmine Island to be precise, there lived a man named Victor Collins.
I feel awful. I'm not going to make it.
Yes, you are.
My body needs DL56 to survive.
I got you on anti-seizure medications. I'm monitoring your vitals. I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Oh, it's already happened. I'm dying.
No, you're not. You're just going through withdrawal.
This is what getting off this drug feels like. I'd rather be dead.
Come on, Courtney, wake up.
What happened?
You remember?
The boat was sinking. We were locked in the hold.
The guy who locked us down there came down, opened the door, let us out. We were able to swim to shore. We're just lucky this island was so close.
Joel, you saved my life.
I got you to dry land. Whether or not I saved your life is another matter.
But I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you.
How much longer is this going to last?
Don't think about that. Just try to get through today.
1 minute it's like I'm in a blast furnace, the next minute it's a deep freeze.
It's a natural response to withdrawal.
Isn't it about time for my next shot at DL56?
No, I already gave you your dose for today.
What the hell?
Frank?
You said you were going to taper me off gradually. That last dose wasn't a fourth of what I normally take.
I know what I'm doing. You're gonna get through this. I've been where you are.
You think that kicking some lousy little pill habit compares with coming off a drug no one in medical history has ever taken before?
First of all, I created DL56. Remember? I understand how it works. If you start to crash, I'll know what to do. And second, you have no idea what kind of hell I went through trying to get off speed. And what's more, I grew up with an alcoholic mother. I have been looking close up at addiction for my entire life.
Your childhood didn't look that bad to me.
That's because I never let anyone see how bad it was, or how sick my mom was. Looking back, I wish I had. I wish I had let her hit rock bottom. Then we both would have gotten help sooner, and it would have saved us years of humiliation.
So, what am I? Some project to make up for past mistakes?
No, Frank, you're a friend in need, who I care about. And I want to help make this easy for you. But you're responsible for your own recovery. And if you can't handle it, there's the front door.
Devlin looked at the pen sticking out of his chest, and then back at me with this very surprised look, and fell to the floor.
Kevin, you're not taking any notes. I want to make sure that every last detail in this book is right.
Trust me, this is something I won't soon forget.
Oh. Just checking. Marcia?
Well, naturally, I was the primary suspect.
Oh, naturally.
And Greg anticipated that going in. So to throw suspicion off of me...
And to further our revenge against Pear and Frere Collins...
we decided to use general homicide as our model. And choose our next victim. Grace fit the description of the nurse who was strangled in the novel. And the pediatric circus provided the perfect setting. I slipped away from the activities and waited, and when I saw Grace going into the dressing room, I picked up Chris's stethoscope and went in behind her. It was so easy. If I'd known Victor was in the bathroom, I would have strangled him as well.
You didn't fool anyone by killing Grace. You were still the #1 suspect.
Yes, which is why we decided to poison my water bottle with morphine. To make it look like I was a near victim.
We decided. Or Greg decided.
Oh, good old predictable Kevin. Still trying to drive a wedge between Marcia and me. Can't be done. We've developed too strong of a bond.
He's right.
So just when did you decide to try to pin the murders on me?
That was our plan right from the start. And I must admit, our inability to do so has been my only genuine disappointment in this whole affair. Marcia went to such lengths planting the clown suit and the noose at the lighthouse.
Well, not to mention leaving your coat button behind in Matt's bathroom.
But try as we might, no one in this pathetic town would believe that you could actually kill someone. Only Marcia and I know you for the lowlife scum that you are.
Became evident we would have to frame someone else. Greg suggested I wear a wig like Eve's as a disguise whenever I visited him.
We're gonna have to set someone up and make him confess.
Why would anyone do that?
Nobody would voluntarily. I was thinking more along the lines of a suicide note.
Oh.
The nurse's ball gives us the perfect opportunity. You can still kill Lucy Coe. It'll be easy to switch dresses there. And arrange a suicide, too.
Do you have anyone in mind?
Jake Marshak is responsible for bringing Victor Collins out of his vegetative state. I think he should be properly rewarded.
I came up from behind, and Jake literally never knew what hit him. Then I slipped a rope around his neck, and with a little leverage, hoisted him to the rafters. I had plenty of time to move away from the area so I could watch him being lowered from a distance.
Well, I don't know about the two of you, but a rousing tale like this works up an appetite for me. I'm gonna go see if I can find some popcorn. And don't get any bright ideas. The windows are wired. We'll know if you try anything.
Well, we'd hate to have to shock the living daylights out of you, but we will.
We need to find a phone jack or some other way out of here before they get to the last chapter.
The last chapter.
Us.
How did you do it? How did you get through withdrawal?
I sweated, I paced. I cursed out everybody in the detox center. I tried to think of something else.
Oh, it's all I think about.
Well, then let's discuss something else. Come on.
Like what?
I don't know. Anything that interests you.
I've only got one interest. DL56.
Okay, well, why don't you tell me about growing up with Joe?
There's nothing to tell.
Come on, Frank. You know, as a kid, what was the one thing that you liked to do more than anything else?
Play baseball?
I found some branches and stuff so we can build a lean-to to stay out of the weather. Courtney? Hey.
I'm so cold. My hands.
You're in there. You're right. Your pulse is slow. Listen to me. Listen to me. Courtney, you cannot fall asleep, all right? You need to stay awake and keep active.
I'm tired.
You need to keep you warm. You need to keep your circulation going. Is that better? Courtney, listen to me. Hey, you gotta stay awake.
Okay, maybe if you tell me a story.
Okay, what kind of story do you want to hear? Funny, scary, true to life?
Something with a happy ending.
Happy ending. Okay, I can manage that.
Tell me about something when you were a kid, okay?
Did I tell you about the time that I almost broke my finger playing Pee-wee baseball?
Broken fingers. That has a happy ending?
Well, if I told you the ending at the beginning, it would kill the suspense, wouldn't it?
Go ahead.
Okay. You have to understand, more than anything in this entire world, I love to play baseball. There was this one time, I must have been about 6. Frank took me to the baseball field and was trying to teach me how to catch. And he threw this one at me really hard, and I didn't have time to react, and I put my other hand out, and it bent back, and I thought that it was broke. And he ended up taking me to the hospital and putting my finger in the test. Yoo-hoo! Refreshments, anyone?
No, thank you.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've drugged a drink, would it?
How about little Miss Smarty Pants?
Pass.
Some people are so suspicious. So, sis, where do we leave off?
Jake's unfortunate suicide.
Which didn't fool the police for very long.
Oh, but you were sweating bullets, weren't you, Kev? Because you were feeling responsible for all those deaths, just as I'd predicted.
We decided Dr. May should be next.
Why Dr. May? That broke the pattern of the book.
I realized that making the killer illogical would drive you even crazier because you're so damn logical.
During my appointment to see Dr. May, it was so easy to place the gum laced with cyanide in her purse and take out her comb at the same time. And while everyone was swarming around Dr. May, I stole the spare key to Chris's apartment. Then I waited till both you and Chris were on duty and went back to the apartment to create your shrine to the murder victims.
Well, what about John Canellos? How did he fit into all of this? He's not connected to you or me or Victor. He's not in the book. Why kill him?
Best laid schemes of mice and men often go astray.
Before Matt Millen's Halloween party, I injected poison into an apple. Knowing they had prepared treat bags for everyone, I could just slip it into Scott Baldwin's. Now, normally, you could give Baldwin a wheelbarrow full of apples and he'd gobble down every one, no, but not this time.
One door closes, another opens.
What should I do?
Move to the next person on the list. Is Joe Scanlon there?
Yes.
So killing John Canellos was nothing but a mistake.
I told you that when I called you on the radio show. I lifted Victor's samurai sword when he wasn't paying attention, followed Joe into the funhouse. Then I lost him in the maze. And I thought I'd found him again. It was my only mistake.
Ooh, but no harm done. Here we are with Kevin and Eve at our mercy. Who says there's no justice in the world?
That's enough. I can't listen to this anymore. That ankle bracelet is not a fashion accessory. It delivers quite a jolt. You want to see? Get me the hell out of here.
Oh, thanks to Spazoid here, I have to clean that up.
No. I'll clean it up.
Oh, thank you. A little cooperation is nice.
Joe broke his finger, but he kept playing anyway.
I taped it up. He hit a bases loaded double that won the game.
Oh. Your father must have been proud.
He might have been if he'd seen it.
He missed a championship game. Wow, was he working?
No, he wasn't feeling well.
Was he sick?
Sorta, yeah.
Sorta. Come on, Frank, there's something you're not telling me. What was wrong with him?
He was drunk, okay? He didn't come to the game. He didn't come to any of the games. Joe's on mine.
Why not?
Nothing Joe or I ever did was good enough for him. Nothing. Sometimes he gets so angry that he just...
He drank a lot, right?
Did Joe tell you that?
Yeah, he did. And he also told me that your father was physically abusive.
He didn't mean to do it.
You don't have to make excuses for him. What he did was wrong. It's that simple.
I swore to myself I would never be like him. But you know what? On Deal 56, I am my father.
I didn't end up like my mother. You don't have to end up like your father, Frank. All it takes is the ability to understand that and the willingness to carry it through. Now, can you do that?
You feel any better?
Mm-hmm, much better.
Good, because I'm almost running out of stories to tell.
It sounds like you ate drinking baseball when you were a kid.
Yeah, well, baseball was pretty much the best part of growing up for me. And I have Frank to thank for that.
Why, Frank?
Because when I first started, I couldn't hit a ball to save my life. But Frank practiced with me every night until I was sitting with the best of them.
Wasn't your father interested in sports?
No, my father wasn't interested in me. All he cared about was his bottle. But Frank, even if Frank was playing in another league, he would make it a point to be in each and every one of my games. His support meant the world to me.
You sound more like a son, talking about his father than one brother talking about another.
It's because Frank was more of a father to me than my actual father was.
Kind of like how you're more of a father to Neil than John ever was to him.
Well, I am Neil's father. When we get back with him, I'm going to show him every single day how much I love him.
Well, having you recreate the murders for us like this is very revealing. I can see now that you only did what Greg told you to do.
That's not true. We plotted these murders together.
It was Greg's idea to kill Bennett Devlin. It was Greg's idea to use General Homicide as a model. And when things didn't go as planned, like trying to poison Scott Baldwin, instead of acting on your own, you ran straight back to Greg. Greg's been calling the shots ever since he kidnapped you over a year ago.
You make me sound like I'm some kind of robot, and I'm not. I made my own choices.
What choices? Tell us one thing that you did that was your idea alone.
Marcia, wouldn't you like to finally be out from under Greg's thumb once and for all?
Okay. Now that you know everything that's happened, you can concentrate on finishing the book. As I see it, we lack only one element.
What's that?
Oh, a big splashy ending. Now, I've been giving this some thought. In the novel, Eve's character is shoved into a freezer because she's such a hot tamale. But, that's already been done. So, Kevin, I want you to put on your thinking cap and come up with a really creative way for us to kill Eve.
Tomorrow on Good Morning America, spend Christmas morning with the GMA family for caroling and good cheer, including a performance from CeCe Winans, plus a school where Santas graduate. That's tomorrow on Good Morning America.